Deadlines, 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 right? It sounds simple, but this is one of the most important things for the process. Know the deadlines and meet the deadlines, right? And there are a lot of different deadlines. There are early action or early decision deadlines. Merit scholarships often have priority deadlines. And so a school may be rolling admissions, but they may only give the scholarships, if you apply by January 15th. So making sure that you know those deadlines and you meet those deadlines. And then the financial aid priority deadline. Again, they only guarantee, to give you the best package if you're in by their priority deadline. And so I had a student, and if you're applying to UConn, one of the things to know is that everything for UConn for financial aid goes through the student's Husky Mail account. Okay, it doesn't go to the parent, it goes to the students, and not to their Facebook, to the Husky Mail account, right? So they may not be, they're not a student at UConn yet, so most of them aren't even checking it yet. But if you're selected for verification, if there are any other questions for financial aid, it goes there. And you have to make sure you respond to that. I had a student last year who was at UConn who never forwarded that to her mother that she had been selected for verification and didn't end up getting grants, about $7,000 worth of grants that they really needed, right? And so make sure you're meeting those deadlines. And like the example I shared before about how the year with NYU, when they had the over-matriculation, if you didn't get in your deposit by the deadline, they rescinded your offer of admission. So that's horrible. You've done everything you can to get into a highly selective school, and then at the last second you find out, it's not going to happen.
Can I just make a comment on that? This is what I was alluding to before. The deadline for the applications and such for the college are going to be different than the deadlines for the high school. So where the an admission deadline for the college might be December 1st, for instance, the high school needs time to do what they have to do as well. So that's when you meet with your guidance counselors, you need to be very clear on what they're like. At Johnson Law, they need 10 school days to do what they need to do for you for the application. So if the application deadline is December 1st, we have to have our paperwork to the so they can send your transcripts, they have to send your recommendations, stuff like that. We have to have that to the guidance office 2 full school weeks before the deadline. And plus, I always err on the side of caution, so plus a little. But you need to know that there's different deadlines for the school and different deadlines for the colleges.
Right.
So keep that in mind.
That's an important point to make, right? To know the process at your high school and to follow the process at your high school. And a lot of it is done for the transcripts now through Naviance, and so getting on the Naviance account, making sure you're submitting the transcript request, taking the time to go down and meet. Unfortunately, the schools are large, and you may not have had much time to meet with your counselor. Every counselor is going to have to write a secondary school report for you, and I know you'll submit a senior sketch or give them a resume or something like that to help them write their evaluation. But maybe those who are thinking about it earlier in the junior year, trying to make time to stop down and meet your counselor and share with them what you're thinking about the college process, so they can write a better letter of recommendation for you. Okay, but yeah, that's very important, and often it's more. A lot of schools I deal with are more than 10 business, and it's business days usually. And a lot of times if it's a popular admissions day, like if you need it out by January 1st because they're not going to be here for the break, usually it's the first week of December, first Friday in December, that you have to have everything into them. So I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you.